Have you ever wondered why black women might be the most single of all women? Could the sister code be playing a role here? In the heart of every community, there's a code, an unspoken set of rules that governs behavior, relationships, and interactions. In the black community, particularly among women, this is known as the Sista Code. This code has deep roots, tracing back to times of hardship and adversity, when black women found solace and strength in their collective unity. Fast forward to today, and the Sister Code is still very much alive, woven into the social fabric of black women's lives. It's a bond that transcends friendship, a sort of solidarity that's often prioritized over personal desires, even in the realm of dating. But here's where things get tricky. The Sister Code can inadvertently create pressure to uphold certain expectations and norms. One of these norms is the reluctance to cooperate with a man, or in other words, to show vulnerability in a romantic relationship. Now, this isn't about subservience or losing one's independence. Rather, it's about the fear of appearing weak in the eyes of their peers. You see, in the Sister Code narrative, strength is highly valued, and this strength is often translated into maintaining a certain level of independence and resilience, even in romantic relationships. The fear of compromising this image can lead some black women to consciously or subconsciously limit their dating choices, often to the detriment of their personal happiness. This isn't to say that the Sister Code is inherently negative. On the contrary, it's a testament to the resilience and unity of black women. However, when it comes to dating, it can create a paradox of sorts. On one hand, it provides a sense of solidarity and strength. On the other hand, it can potentially limit one's dating choices, leading to a higher rate of singlehood. So, as we see, the Sister Code can be a double-edged sword, providing a sense of solidarity on one hand, but potentially limiting dating choices on the other. The fear of appearing weak to their peers is another considerable factor impacting black women's dating lives. But how does this manifest, and what are the consequences? In the intricate dance of dating and relationships, the fear of appearing weak can play a surprisingly influential role. For some black women, this fear is deeply intertwined with their interactions with men. There's an unspoken rule, a belief that cooperation with a man could be seen as a sign of weakness, a surrender of power. This mindset, however, can become a stumbling block on the path to a satisfying romantic relationship. Imagine this scenario. You're a woman and you're interested in a man. He's kind, respectful, and you share common interests. You enjoy his company. But there's a nagging voice in the back of your mind, warning you against cooperating too much, against appearing too interested. You fear the judgment of your peers, the possibility of being seen as weak. So, you hold back. You keep your distance. You might be missing out on a great relationship, but you'd rather miss out than risk appearing weak. This fear isn't just about missing out on potential relationships. It's a perpetuating cycle, a self-fulfilling prophecy. The fear of appearing weak leads to holding back, which leads to missed opportunities, which leads to remaining single, which fuels the fear of appearing weak. And so, the cycle continues. It's important to remember that this fear isn't an inherent trait. It's a learned behavior, often reinforced by societal expectations and peer pressure. But it's also something that can be unlearned. Cooperating with a man, showing interest, being vulnerable. These aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of strength, of courage. They're signs of a woman who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to go after it. The fear of appearing weak can be a significant barrier to forming meaningful relationships, but it doesn't have to be this way. But how does this all translate to numbers? Let's delve into the statistics and studies. In the realm of romantic relationships, numbers can be a harsh reality check. Studies have shown that Black women are the most single demographic. That's not a random coincidence. It's a reflection of the societal pressures and internalist fears we just discussed. Research from the National Survey of American Life reveals that nearly 3/4 of Black women in America have never been married. That's compared to half of white women. Such a stark contrast clearly indicates the presence of unique challenges Black women face in the dating market. Moreover, the Pew Research Center's data shows that the rate of Black women marrying outside their race is much lower than that of Black men. This suggests that the Sista Code and the fear of appearing weak may be limiting Black women's dating options. And then there's the American Community Survey, which notes that nearly 60% of Black women are single, compared to 40% of white women. This isn't just a minor difference. It's a significant gap that underscores the impact of the factors we're discussing. Lastly, the Journal of Marriage and Family points out that Black women are less likely to remarry after divorce. This further compounds the issue, as it keeps Black women in the cycle of singledom. The numbers don't lie. It's clear that these factors have a significant impact on Black women's dating lives. Knowing all this, what can be done to break this cycle? It's time to reassess the Sista Code, to redefine what it means to be strong and independent. Strength doesn't always mean going it alone. Rather, it's in the courage to lean on others when you need to. In the world of dating, this means allowing yourself to cooperate with a potential partner, to build something together rather than holding yourself apart. Avoiding cooperation in fear of appearing weak not only limits your potential relationships, but it also puts undue pressure on yourself to fit into a mold that may not serve your happiness. It's time to prioritize your desires over societal pressures. It's time to make decisions based on what feels right for you, not what you think should feel right, based on the expectations of others. It's not about abandoning the Sista Code, but evolving it to reflect the realities of today's dating world. It's about embracing the idea that it's okay to lean into a relationship, to let someone else in. You must remember, your happiness matters. Your desires matter. Don't let the fear of appearing weak or the constraints of societal norms dictate your dating life. Embrace the potential of cooperation, the potential of partnership, and the potential of love. Remember, your happiness matters. Don't let fear or societal norms hold you back from finding love and forming meaningful relationships.